Hello.
Hi.
There's nobody there.
Yes.
But I'm going to keep talking just to see if the audio thing is working. And yes, it is.
Excellent.
Nobody here. Maybe there's something more exciting going on tonight, eh?
Almost anything.
Almost anything would be more exciting, really.
Yeah.
There's nothing more exciting for me.
That's a bit sad.
A night in my craft room
Mm-hmm. I've got much better
with
things
my
to be
online
doing.
friends. No, you haven't.
Not really, no. Hey Dawn.
Hello,
hey Evie.
Dawn. Oh, you can't see us. You won't see
Oh yeah,
it
won't
yet.
see us yet. No.
Yeah, go on. Let's.
Might as well.
Should we do the big reveal? It's
Yeah.
not very exciting. Evie, that's a new name to me.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm comedically out of frame.
If you can hear a kind of booming noise in the background, my husband's having a very loud phone call downstairs.
Yes.
I think it's two deaf people speaking to each other on the phone.
Hi Jolene.
Yay! Hey,
We've got
Jolene.
Sue.
And
One of our
Sue.
army of Sues.
Do you know, we were talking today about how many Sues they are and how confusing it is, especially when the different Sues use different names on different platforms. Hey, Gabby!
Gabby.
There's only one Gabby, though. Lots of Sues, few Annies.
Oh yeah, we got the
I was getting messages back and forth on Etsy today from someone called Annie, so...
Yeah, and you had like 4 different Sues in a row in your messages on Etsy. didn't you?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, different
amazing.
Sues. Yeah. And I don't know which Sue is which, because...
You've been there a while, you just changed your name. It's a vet.
Yeah. Ah, yes, I recognise the vet. Yes. Hello!
Oh, good. The automatic message thing is working. It waited till there were 10 lines of chat and then... Don't worry about that, guys.
You're there, Zoe!
Yeah.
So if anyone's in Discord, remember you can now pop into the voice... I've put a link in the general chit chat in Discord.
Yeah.
You can go into one of the voice channels, the one that's called Stream Room, and we'll be able to hear you. So will everybody on YouTube be able to hear you.
Yes. You will need to mute the stream on YouTube while you're in the Discord thing, or you'll get...
Otherwise you'll be hearing it twice, and possibly so will we. And actually, if you've got like a phone camera or webcam or whatever, you can actually... We can show you on camera as well. We can show you what you're doing,
you can show your
you can
face if you want.
You can show your face if you want. Yeah, it's brilliant. We can do all that through Discord.
It's handy, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just had a leaving voice.
Oh, well, we're leaving voice.
No. Does that mean someone was there and left, or briefly there and left? Oh well.
Maybe someone was there and it wasn't working. They're going to go out and come back in and try again or something.
Yes.
So it's, if you do want to join us in the voice channel in Discord, you need to go into the stream room.
Yes.
Okay, Lisa.
Loads of people suddenly.
It was all a bit last minute. I thought, oh, no one's going to come. We're just going to sit here and talk to ourselves, and I'm going to play anyway. So I'm going to be doing this tonight. It only cost me $2.99 from the range, so I don't hold out huge hopes for how good it's going to be. We'll see. Yeah. It can't be much worse than the marble pouring last time, can it?
The end results of that were okay. Some of the prints you took off
they
there were
weren't
quite
marble
nice.
pouring, though,
No,
were they?
No.
The clean-up wasn't as bad as I'd expected it to be. Hey, Deb! What was that noise?
That was Jolene joining
Hey, Jolene! Can we hear you? Let's see if we can hear Jolene.
She's currently muted in Discord.
Oh, you need to unmute yourself, Jolene, if you want
Unless
to
you're not
hear
wanting to speak.
You don't have to speak. You can just... There's not much point in being there if you're not going to speak, really, because you can hear us on the stream anyway.
Yeah.
You need to click the microphone icon.
I mean, you will hear us very
Jolene,
slightly,
so we
a few
can hear
seconds
you.
quicker than you would hear us on YouTube.
Yeah.
But it'll be all, out of sync. And unpleasant for you.
Maybe she's just going to mute the stream before she...
Lisa says it was all echo, having Discord and YouTube at the same time. Yeah, if you join the Discord voice chat, you'll have to mute the stream on YouTube, or there will be echo,
Yeah. So you can, go, that's probably Lisa that left then, wasn't it? So, go into the voice channel on Discord. Who's that?
It's Jolene.
Hey, Jolene.
Figured out how to do it.
Hey.
Now we hear you good.
Hi.
Hello. It's lovely to hear people's voices.
It is.
If we end up with 50 people in there, we might have to rein it in a bit, but we'll give it a go, see how it goes this time. And Deb's there as well.
Nice.
So we can hear Deb.
Smaller there we go.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Indeed.
I recognise Deb's voice.
On the television. So I thought I'd mute the television.
That's the thing, you've got to mute whatever you're watching the stream on, you've got to mute it, otherwise you're going to hear it twice, and so are we. So you've worked that out, Will.
It was just to get that problem when people called in on TV shows.
Pardon?
It was used to get a problem when people called into TV shows. They saw their TV going, and then there was feedback.
Yes, in the olden days. Yeah. Some of our younger viewers won't remember that.
Probably not. Yeah.
Who remembers Bernie the Bolt? Hands up.
The
golden shot. Someone said me.
That was me.
We were watching Bagpuss earlier, weren't we?
We were watching an old episode of Bagpuss. I forgot how much I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Bagpuss.
Yeah, and the little mice, when they got the mouse mill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, can you get that off? I can't see.
Can't see what you.
No, I can't see anything. It's like, where have we gone? It's all black. Hey, Anita. So I'm going to have a go at this macrame wall hanging kit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't even opened the box, so like for $2.99, maybe it'd turn out to be like about big enough to wear as a brooch. I don't know. What's everybody else doing?
Paint pouring.
I think you had enough of that last time. I know I did. Oh. So what are you two doing? Deb and Jolene, we got in the voice chat. What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just crocheting a very boring cardigan out of some old yarn.
Nice. It's nice to recycle old yarn, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Lisa's got her stitching. What about Jolene? You still there?
Yes, I am. I started working on some English paper piecing hexagons.
Oh, nice. Christine was doing that as well. So you might have seen Christine in the Discord. Create and Craft with Christine. She's in Australia. She's in Melbourne, I think. She's been trying out paper piecing with this. She's got this stuff called Epi something. It's like so instead of actually cutting the pieces out of paper, they're like a plastic that you can reuse, and it's scored so they bend. It looked really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, I never heard of that.
Oh, I'd never heard of it either, but it looked really good. Yeah. I could hear somebody's like, I can hear the noise of somebody rummaging. One of you is rummaging in your bag of goodies. I've got a lemonade.
Wink, wink.
Yeah. That's a strong lemonade.
What's hexagon? Is that similar to...
Is that gin and tonic?
No.
It is then.
It is. Take me back.
So you can see me texting and all the thing.
Oh, funny. Yeah, I learned to do macrame first time back in the 70s when we had spider plants all over the place, and Dawn is working on a nature journal from her holiday in the Highlands. Oh, lovely. This has got a stitch in. Evie's doing some, so Evie, stroke Yvette, is doing some whimsical faces. Can't decide whether to do graphite or alcohol markers. Sometimes they work quite well together, don't they? Where's the gin? It is in the glass, I admit. Yeah.
And that's just neat gin she's got.
Hey, Kerry!
It's not tonic.
Shall I go on and open this box?
You probably should, so we can see if it's just 5 tiny pieces of rope. And
you know what it's like when you open a box and you think, oh, hey ho.
Also, if anyone's excited to see me patting the Hobbit's head today,
no one wants to see that.
Not do
I
that
can't even work out how to open the box. Oh right, okay, I've got. Right. Okay, we're going in, and I'm hoping it won't need.
Oh, I need to switch this so people can see what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Hopefully it won't need anything extra. I've got scissors, I've got needles nearby if I do need it. Oh, not bad. Bearing in mind $2.99. No, we don't encourage him. Oh, this reminds me of Doesn't smell the same. This reminds me of the shed where we used to put everything away after PE at school.
Yeah.
If you got picked to put away all the ropes and quoits and tabards and whatever else you'd been using, I used to love that. Hated PE with a fiery passion. Hated the showers afterwards. Going out, and the shed smelled lovely. It smelled of like rope and rubber and kind of, I don't know why rubber. I suppose there must have been.
Sounded a bit dodgy.
Not that kind of shed. It was just lovely. It was quiet and peaceful, and everything was very orderly, and it had nice smells, and I liked it. Everything else about PE, absolutely loathed it. Well, this, I think so far, is looking quite encouraging.
That looks a lot thicker than the yarn on the thing.
It looks nicer.
It does, yeah.
That's unusual for it to look nicer than it looks on the... I mean, that looks like it's unravel. Oh my God, I've got to unravel it, have I?
Oh, that'd be right.
No,
it's like
got a core.
Paracord. It's got a, yeah.
What I'm not seeing is any... Oh, there they are.
Ooh, Anita's got a good point. The shed where the PE... Yeah. Those mats had a horrible smell to them.
I liked the Koya mats.
So it depends.
Oh, were they rubbery ones?
Yeah,
those ones.
The rubbery ones. They had a really sort of nasty animal-y smell to them sometimes.
Oh, I don't remember that. I just remember a nice rubbery smell and that rope kind of Koya matting, and I just loved the smells in there. As I say, absolutely. I was dreadful at games. I was awful at PE. I was so uncoordinated. They used to make us go and have like showers, like naked showers in front of everybody. I don't think they make them do that now, do they?
I don't know.
And I was like the little skinny, flat-chested one, like, oh.
Yeah, what I hated about PE is that they'd force us to play rugby, even in the rain.
Yeah.
That's just an excuse for the bigger children to beat the crap out of you without it being called bullying.
Hated it.
Nah.
And
I'll give that a miss.
I wish when they used to like split us up into teams, there'd be two people, they'd say, right, you're captain, pick your teams. It would be me and me and the fat girl, basically. There were two of us. Always got left till last. Yeah. I was the skinny one, she's the fat one. That's swapped round now, but you know. Yeah, hated that. I never understood what was supposed to be going on or which direction I was supposed to be throwing the ball in, and yeah, awful. Yeah. But you've got house points for it. I got house points for like academic things. Doesn't make you popular as a kid, you know. Oh, Lisa, you were the fat one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the fat one now, but
being the fat one wasn't a problem for tackling in rugby, apparently.
Yes, because it gives you the weight and the build for it. Yeah.
But yeah, you'd never guess from looking at me that I wasn't a fan of PE.
I'm assuming you mean nightmares, not nightmates there, Lisa.
Oh, I mean...
I don't know. Oh, Zoe, shut up. You are not. Lisa probably isn't either, but I haven't seen Lisa. I've seen bits of Zoe. She ain't the fat one. Shut up. No, you're not. Shut up.
You shut your mouth.
Awful. Yeah. We used to have
I was the skinny one.
Wait, yeah, me too. Yeah. Skinny.
And everything hurt. We had to do like gym and dance, and they wouldn't let us use any cushion, any of the mats.
So you just sit on the floor?
Yeah, because it was so bony.
Yeah, it's just sadistic, isn't it?
It just really hurt.
Yeah.
And you have to do forward rolls just on the floor.
And that feeling of it, your bones going, yeah.
Yeah, see, I've got plenty of padding, but then the strain on the joints. It's just... Yeah.
And I ate like a horse. And, you know, whatever I ate, I was just naturally skinny.
Yeah, I was
from a feed bag full of hay.
No. Yeah, I mean, I never even thought. I just was always hungry and ate when I could. When there was food, I ate it. I didn't think about it at all. And yeah, your metabolism changes as you get older, I guess. Or I just got greedier. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But it's miserable. Hated PE and stuff at school.
Lois says we'll see. Because we're going to be meeting Zoe.
Oh yeah, we will be. So my background book still hasn't come.
Yeah.
I've got the... Where did I put it? Oh, no, I've put it out of the way now, haven't I? Oh, no, here it is. This is my background book from last year.
Oh, we got another suit.
Check out Zoe Hartist channel, because she flicks through this year's this year's book, and she is in it, and I'm so excited, and I really, really want my copy of this year's book to come through before we meet up to go and see the exhibition.
I think she had a full page as well.
She got a full page,
not one of these
full page spread. Yeah, and there's a lot of big names in there. It's very exciting to be included in there. Very exciting. Her piece is lovely. I wonder how much the pieces go for at auction. I just love the creativity, what they do with. So basically, this guy, here he is, this little guy. Who's called Noah, he paints these random backgrounds on kind of recycled cardboard for boxes and things, I guess. And they send them off to artists all over the world. And
the good ones get the full page, and some celebrities don't because they're not as good as Zoe.
and they just do their own thing with it, and they're fantastic. I'd love to have any of these pieces. I'd especially love to have Zoe's, and I want my book to come in time so I can get Zoe to sign her page for me.
Oh yeah,
we're meeting up in the exhibition's in Colchester. We're meeting up in a couple of weeks, aren't we? Is it on Zoe until Grace and Perry, one of my big heroes. Love it. Wouldn't it be amazing if that was the day he went to the exhibition? They'll probably open it for the artists. They'll have an early open day because he's a Royal Academician, isn't he? And he did the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition a couple of years ago. He was the kind of overseer of that, and he did that brilliant series with his wife in during the lockdown, didn't he? Too.
October. That's long.
Yeah, it's on till October. Yeah, it would be a fantastic exhibition to see. Yeah, Joe Lycett. Yes. Joe Lycett is in it as well. Ed Sheeran, there's a few different.
Distracted partway through by a picture of Zac Efron or something.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good art, and and the other artists that aren't so well known yet, like Zoe, also brilliant.
Well, better than some of these famous people.
It's the same thing I love about the summer exhibition at the Royal Academy. It's huge names in the art world, and some like celebrities who just love to do art in their kind of spare time, and some complete nobodies like you and me, who can also get the pieces exhibited.
Wow.
No, I said Zoe's like you and me.
Wow.
I didn't say Zoe's. Nobody's like you and me. I didn't mention Zoe at all. Shut up. Listen to him. Anybody can get exhibited if they happen to get chosen in the summer exhibition. I love that about it. And
it's going to be a little bit like that. Cool. It's just her that thinks you're nobody.
And this is going to be a little bit like that, but it's all raising money for a really good cause as well. So check out Zoe Artist on YouTube. Just check out her channel because one of her. It's not your latest video, is it? I think it's not the latest one. The one before.
I think that's up as Zoe.
That should be easy enough to find. But... And Phil Jupiter's, they need to get Johnny Depp now, don't they? Because Johnny Depp is living in this country now. He's living in Somerset or somewhere, isn't he? His art's brilliant as well. Look at this. You even get the needle. Does anybody else who's watching who does stitching, have you used the Pony brand needles before? So I bought a pack of chenille needles. Pony brand chenille needles from Amazon. There are about 6 in the pack, varying sizes. All but the last one of them has actually broken through the eye. The first 1 or 2 I threw away thinking random fluke.
Were you trying to get a camel through the eye with a needle?
No, just thread. And I've taken a picture of the last couple. I'm going to send them.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right, does it?
Yeah.
It's like even the cheapest
brand.
unknown thing, you wouldn't expect the eye to break.
No, just...
I bought some.
Did you?
I bought some a couple of weeks back, but no, not... Well, it's more than a couple of weeks back, but I haven't really used them because they're not that long.
Right, yeah, they are quite short, aren't they? They're sort of...
I found those ones that I put in the shopping thing about that they were silly, like $1.99 on Amazon, and I've just been using those.
Maybe I'll get some of them now.
Yeah.
I love the chenille ones, but because normally I've had them before and they've lasted me for years, and it's only because I've kind of bent them or lost them or whatever that I had to get more. I just don't and sometimes they just lose their point eventually, don't they? But I don't expect them to actually shear through. They literally sheared through kind of there, just at the where it turns
That's
into
a
a hole.
manufacturing defect in a batch of them.
Yeah,
You break 5 of them that way.
yeah.
That's not right.
And they're not massively expensive, but they weren't like really cheap brand either. So
Well, hi, Jackie.
hey, Jackie,
Shame to hear
you're
got
not that
horrible
late.
colds.
Oh, haven't you just got over? Didn't you have something before? Haven't you just got over it? Oh, am I getting confused with someone else now?
Got too many friends on your social media.
You can't have too many friends.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to actually see if I can do something now. Let's have a look. So this is what I've found inside this kit, which I have to say,
It almost looks better than the front of the box.
yeah, at the moment, we don't know what I'm going to do with it.
I'm not entirely convinced there's enough of that stuff to go around the rope, but
Yeah.
maybe.
So this is what we're aiming at. We'll see.
Rainbow. Oh, hopefully the colours look okay, by the way. We're trying out a thing to make the colours more vibrant than they were before, because this camera kind of deadens the colours a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to... I think that is a better representation of the colours in front of me than we had before.
I think so, yeah.
But what we were worried about is it was going to give a bit of a different kind of cast to everywhere else. But at the moment, that's looking right.
Looking okay right now, yeah.
And my hands don't look a weird colour or anything.
No more than usual.
This is a different camera where you see our faces on, so that'd be different anyway.
Yeah. What a delightful
Oh,
drop
poor
shadow there is
Jackie.
underneath the webcam, isn't it? Expertly.
It's the last video. Not the one that there was another one that just came out today, wasn't there? Which I haven't seen yet, but yeah. Whole thing a couple of weeks ago, yeah. Tons of vitamin C. Oh. Yeah. Isn't it funny how sometimes that happens just as summer looks to be round the corner, we all start getting colds and things, don't we?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'm going to make a start. Let's not make a start on step 2. Let's look at step 1. Okay.
Step 1 is probably a good place to start. Yeah. I'm not an expert on this, but
I'm thinking, because these are arched like that, this one won't need to be so long, will it? They'll get longer and longer. So let's put them in.
Are all the ropes the same length, or have they given?
No, I don't think they are. That's what I'm saying. I think they will have put them in. Look, there's going to be a slight. Let's put them in length order first, then.
Yeah. Because it doesn't look like there's one short enough to be in the middle, but
no, that's definitely the shortest. This is a bit taxing for a bear of little brain. I can't even put them in size order.
So I'm tempted to just read out comments that no one said. Just make you think that people are insulting you.
Just don't, because I know they're much too nice for that. I will know it is you. Yeah, look, there's some...
Yeah, guys, you're right. This is embarrassing. Yeah.
Just stop it. Right, so they have already cut them to length, so that's nice. I haven't got to start chewing through them with a pair of scissors.
Yes.
But it says, step 1, start by tying a simple knot around the rope. But it's not telling me whether to start with the smallest arch or the biggest
I suppose
arch.
it doesn't matter at this point. Maybe look ahead in the instructions and see what they do.
That's what I was just thinking. There's not much of them.
No, that's...
Oh my God. Start wrapping the rope with your cotton string covering over the tail end. Right, okay, that makes sense. Step 3, once you've finished wrapping one colour, tie another knot at the other end. Repeat with each layer. Oh, so we're not knotting them together as we go. No, you sew them with
the, I assume, with the clear stuff.
That's not really macrame.
No, that's just wrapping stuff around a rope. I mean, it's cool, but...
Yeah. Stitch the layers together one at a time. Do a back stitch on the back side.
You said backside. Oh, I agree, Zoe.
One end of the back rope, make sure it's firm. So basically, I'm just going to be covering each of these lengths of rope with different...
I think we might be seeing why this only costs $2.99. Zoe has raised a very valid point there.
Just don't... Zoe, encourage him. Yeah, not big and you're not clever.
Do encourage me. It's fun.
So this isn't actually macrame at all, but it might end up looking quite pretty. I really like the colours.
There's not a single knot involved apart from connecting it to the rope, is there?
No.
You're not sorry at all, Zoe.
And there may be a way that I could knot them.
Possibly,
I could just do a macrame knot. But trouble is, if I do that, there won't be enough to cover.
No, they're giving you what looks like just enough to get around those things.
And I was going to say, if this turned out half decent, I'd be very happy to do it as a giveaway. But I think we'll wait and see what it turns out like first.
I think they have also given you less of the colour that they've used on the inside.
Yes, I think they've actually measured out. So I'm going to have to make sure I use the right colour for the right pieces.
Where did you get it from?
The Range. It was only $2.99, so
I mean,
I'm not holding out huge.
They've lied about what it is, but it's still cute.
The quality of it, if I show it close up, the quality of it is really nice. It feels lovely.
Nice rope,
This is all nice cotton. It's got a white. Has it got a white core?
Yeah. Is that just paracord they've given you there? No. It's quite.
I thought it had a white. Yeah, it has kind of got, or at least a light colour core. But it feels nice, and the colours look nice in real life. So. I remain optimistic, so that's the order I've got to do them in.
Not really rainbow colours though, are they?
They're not, it's not a rainbow, is it? And it's not macrame.
No. But apart from that,
apart from that, it's a macrame rainbow.
So looking at the title, it's not a rainbow, it's not a macrame, but we may be able to hang it on the wall, and it is a kit.
Coloured rope arch wall hanging kit.
And it was only $2.99, so we'll see how easy it is to actually wind this around and make it thick. It's nice that they also include the invisible thread and a big chunky needle.
Yeah.
I don't like using that thread. Might end up using something different.
Yes, I suppose it doesn't have to be invisible, does it? Just depending on how big the stitch is on the outside, it's not going to be a problem.
Okay, so how's everyone else getting on? What secrets? What did I miss? Don't give away my secrets.
Oh, that Zoe isn't sorry at all. Yeah.
Right, okay, so tie a simple knot. Okay, I can do that. Tie a simple knot.
Yeah, you know how to tie knots.
Suddenly I can't do anything. Okay.
It's when other people are watching, you just forget how to breathe.
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't have done it like that.
Oh, shut up.
Now it's going to look all messy when you...
I always think he's going to be helpful sitting here, but
you want the long end coming out upwards.
No, I've deliberately made the short end come out upwards. As per the picture.
I'm helping.
Here we go. So that looks like the picture. Sort of. I feel... Oh, and they've got quite a bit there which they've fringed away.
Yeah.
They haven't mentioned that, but, you know. Oh, look at that. Do a back stitch every now and then to keep it all tightly. Okay, so I'm going to put that about there because I want enough to make a nice fringe.
So you say forget. That implies that you ever knew how.
Would you like me to pat his head for you, Zoe?
I mean, you can try.
Well, I'm going to wrap this pretty tightly because if I do it too loose, it'll take even more cord, won't it? Yeah. And it does say, no, it doesn't say tightly, but cover over the tail end.
You want to be even, I guess. Rude but fair. Yeah.
So that's a bit lumpy there.
Oh, yeah.
Got to make sure that ends up in the same place on all of them.
So you can hide it in the inside or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, apparently you must pat my head. See, it doesn't bother me because I'm not a hobbit. Oh.
It's more satisfying when the headphones aren't in the way. I can give it a bit of a slap. I'm not convinced that this is going to go all the way around.
No, I'm not entirely convinced.
And that'll be really disappointing because the quality of the actual material is nice, but I wonder if I should have started.
She said no.
Aren't you better seeing what you've got most of and least of, and use the least on the shortest piece of rope?
That's what I'm doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hang on, I've picked the wrong. Yeah,
Sorry.
no, that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed that. I nipped out.
That's the shortest bit, and I've arranged them in the same order they got them there, because they definitely put more on
there's a
that
lot
biggest
more of that
one.
one, isn't there?
Yeah.
I must have missed that bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit lumpy. Aren't you lucky you got me here to help?
Shut up.
I'm
So,
going to pretend to do some technical things.
who's in the voice? Who have we got in the voice? Is it just you two still in the voice? Did you?
Yeah.
Deb and Jolene, do you feel brave enough to show us a picture of what you're doing, or have you got are you using a phone or a webcam? You could, because we could click on you in the voice chat and
Yeah, if you wanted to do a live thing of what you're doing, you can turn your webcam on and we can...
If you click on the webcam, where do they have to click?
When you hover over the voice chat thing, there's a picture of a camera. It says turn on camera.
You don't have
I've
to...
got no makeup. I've got no makeup on. I'm not going on screen.
You
You
don't
can
have
point
to
at
show
what you're doing
yourself.
instead of you, yeah.
Just point it at what you're doing or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Or you can just take pictures and put them in the follow along
You don't have to.
channel.
You don't have to. It's just that you can if you want to.
Complicated.
Okay.
It involves doing more than one thing
I
at
just
once.
turned on my
Okay, Jolene's going for it.
camera.
Oh, it's trying.
It's going for it. We'll give it a minute.
Sometimes Discord can be a bit slow.
Hit and miss. It's brilliant that you can do it though. It's like magic to me.
Yeah. And it's,
Oh wait, I gotta allow it. Wait, here we go.
Right,
yes.
We'll all get used to it in the end, won't we? This is all new to me as well.
Now it's
Hey, there she is. Hello.
oh hi. So here's
we could show this on...
here's what I
Discord
have
as well.
so
Oh,
far.
that's your paper piece in.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and do like a flower. No,
Hang on, we're trying to show us it. There we are. We got you on the... There we go. Pretty fabrics too. Really nice.
yeah, I got it out of a Etsy like scrap bag type thing.
Lovely.
There's a whole.
So are you
I have a whole. Go ahead.
Are you cutting the... You're doing the old-fashioned way, cutting the little bits of paper hexagons like I used to do?
Well, I bought them already cut.
Right. Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
A pack of 100. Cardboard.
Oh,
And then I
brilliant.
just stitched around outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Fantastic.
I haven't
Takes me
really
back.
made anything other than a mug mat or a pin cushion. So
Yeah.
I haven't really made anything large.
I've still got...
and while I'm
Go on.
on the voice here, let me say, in the States we call it macrame.
Oh, not macrame. I might be saying it wrong.
No,
Macrame. Macrame?
No.
Macrame.
I don't-
Macrame.
We're probably all saying it wrong.
We probably are.
Yeah.
I suppose
know
if it's a
what's right
French
or wrong,
word, I
but-
guess it's a French word. It would be macrame, not macrame. That would,
You probably would,
you're probably right, Jolene. I think. Yeah. I don't always agree with how you guys say things, but in this case, I'll give you that.
Yeah. Okay.
You say
I'm turning my
tomato.
camera off now.
That's all right. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah. It's good being able to do that, isn't
It
it?
is, yeah.
Amazing. When you think, years ago, if you wanted to talk to someone in a different country, it was an expensive, long-distance phone call.
Yeah.
And if you had family that moved abroad, you would all cluster around the phone, once a month and talk to each other, or
an event almost.
or never. You just wouldn't. You would just write letters.
Yeah,
but
if you've got
now,
our family, you wouldn't even talk to them when they're next door. But
no, that's true. That's true. That's our family.
Or you cluster around the phone box.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
And you'd say to
I play
somebody,
a game.
ring me at the phone box at 7 o'clock, and you'd have to go wait outside the phone box for it to ring.
And then if someone else was in there, you'd have to go,
We could see a phone box from the bedroom window, and we used to sometimes call it as people were walking past.
You two, him and his brother used to spend hours doing prank calling people, and it was kind of, it was like,
Hi,
I shouldn't find this funny, I shouldn't approve, but it
on
is
the
funny.
other hand,
Hey, Emily.
oh, you were talking about party lines the other day, weren't you?
Oh, party lines. Yeah, we had one. Because it was cheaper, I think, to have a party line. But you could pick up the phone and your neighbour that you shared the party line with could be on the phone already, and you could hear what they were saying.
Yeah, it's a bizarre concept, isn't it?
Yeah, it was awful.
Yeah, Prince Harry would never be happy with that, would he?
No. Mind you, Prince Charles had his day as well, talking about phone calls, but we won't go down that road right now.
Yeah.
There was a famous... Look, this is actually going further than I thought.
Yeah, you've not got a lot left there, but it looks like it'll be just about enough.
Just about. I don't think there's a lot
I've got a nasty feeling it's going to end up not quite even on the ends, and you're going to have to trim one of these.
Yes, I think you're probably right. Yeah. Yeah.
But that's fine, you can do that.
Hey, Linda. I saw Linda before.
Oh, God, Zoe, no.
Yes. Well, I wasn't going to say it, but yes. I didn't have to say it out loud, but
That's
we're all
not king,
talking about the
guys.
same thing. It was shocking, wasn't it?
Yeah, you don't expect to hear that.
Especially when you think she's Queen Camilla now. But good for them, they've been through the whatever, Do I actually care enough about this to go all the way back to the beginning, move this up a bit and make sure that this is...
Which would annoy you more, doing that or managing to trim the rope neat?
Well, otherwise I've got to hack that off.
What are you going to trim it with?
Yeah.
Exactly. I think I'm going to have to go back, and this time I'll leave a bit longer. It needs to be
I
about...
think if I was going to trim it, I would wrap it with masking tape and cut it with a sharp knife.
Yeah,
rather than trying to use
probably.
scissors.
But then the whole thing will be that...
Start at the centre next time. If you start again, start at the centre.
Because that's not how it told me to do it.
Yeah.
And I like doing as I'm told. No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Also, it doesn't explain how to finish off. Tie another knot at the other end, but it doesn't tell you how to hide the knot at the other end.
Mm.
There is that way you can do that wrapping thing, isn't there? I used to do it on jewellery. Hang on, but can I do it that way round? Where you're putting the end back up through and losing it.
Yeah.
Do you know, what time is it? I've only been doing it for...
You got plenty of time. You can completely redo
What's half an hour out of my life? Oh, look at that, look.
That's cool. Yeah.
Do you not know what... Oh, Gabby, we'll have to explain to you about that later.
Yeah, let's not discuss it in too much detail on stream.
Well, not out loud. I suppose what people say in the chat is,
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I'll have to Google it.
Do you not? Oh, dear. Yeah.
It's probably best that you don't.
I remember Fergie's toe sucking, but...
It was worse than that.
Yeah, toe sucking's tame in comparison.
It was a conversation that was had that was... They didn't realise was being tapped or whatever. Something that he said to her that involved... Yeah. Yeah.
They're only human.
It was pretty shocking. They're only... Exactly. They're only
consenting
human.
adults and that, whatever. But
Yeah. Yeah. I still enjoyed the Coronation, though.
I didn't even watch it.
I watched about 4 hours of it.
Wow.
And then on the Sunday, we went to a party kind of celebrating as well. I took the Coronation chicken with me.
Yeah, one of those people just doesn't care about the royal family. Don't care enough to want to have them abolished. Don't care enough to pay any attention to them.
You just don't really...
Whatever.
My
drain on
gran really
society for me to
worshipped
get
them. She'd have loved it. She did love the Platinum Jubilee. I remember how excited she was about the Silver Jubilee. She didn't get to see any subsequent ones, but...
Old Liz had a good old innings, didn't she?
She really did, yeah. And Charles is the oldest king to be crowned.
That wouldn't surprise
Can
me.
you imagine waiting till you're 70 odd to start your job?
Yeah. He's been set up for that all his life.
Pretty cushy job, though, isn't it?
But some of the stuff that he's always been so outspoken about, he can't do that now. He's got to be a bit more circumspect about what he says now in the position he's in, I think. I was reading something the other day about that. Yeah. I felt a bit sad about the whole Harry situation. I thought, oh, what a sad situation that is, really. What a pity. Yeah. You know.
But
right, okay, I'm good at this now. Look at that.
Yeah, keep it all nice and neat. It's definitely less lumpy than the first time you did it.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's not macrame, though. What do you mean, no? What's wrong with it?
It just looked less lumpy because your hand was covering it. It's fine.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. As long as you can't see it, it's not lumpy.
Yes, Gabby, it was dirty.
See, it may sound like I'm being very critical here, but what you need to realise is that art is very easy.
Says he. Do you know what I think? Next live, let's vote on it. Next live, who votes that Tom does the crafting?
Oh, I've got that.
Mind you, that would mean I'd have to do what you're doing, and I couldn't.
I got that picture that I did a sketch of.
Yes.
I could finally get around to.
I'd like to see you finish that. He does an excellent job with Inktense.
See, Zoe agrees. Art's easy. She did call me Tim, but that's forgivable.
Tiny Tim.
You're not in a position to call anyone tiny. Yeah, what is it you've shrunk to now? 5'1"?
Yeah, I used to be 5'2". Last time I got measured, I'm now 5'1". You know, you shrink as you get older. You
used to be the lofty height of 5'2".
My height shrunk. Everything else has got bigger and nearer to the ground. Enough of that. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
I think what I'm finding is that it's quite easy to twist this cord as you go around, and that makes it look more lumpy. So what I need to do is make sure that it goes, rather than twist as I go like that, I need to make sure this goes flat around. It's lovely feeling material.
Yeah.
It's really quite pleasant to use. This isn't hard, but it also isn't macrame.
Ooh.
Or macrame.
You and me FPP, excellent name, has shrunk even more than you.
Oh, wow. I'm just going to stand up straighter next time. We now have this thing in our doctor's surgery where when you go to have your blood pressure taken, you go on this machine which looks like it belongs at the end of the pier, and in front of the whole waiting room of people, you stand on this machine and it weighs you, and then it says, we are now going to measure your waist. Please stand still, and it measures your waist. Then you have to put your hand in this hole and it does your blood pressure. And then it spits out a ticket and tells you how fat you are, basically.
I got on one of those and it went, one at a time, please.
Oh, shut up.
Please feed in extra belt for waist measurement.
And then
That's why it's called a waiting room.
Yeah. No, luckily the one in my surgery doesn't do weight or anything. It's just the blood pressure, and it's behind a little screen for privacy.
Yeah, no, this is in front. You have to step up onto it, and it shouts these directions. Please stand still. Trying again. Please stand still. I am.
Unexpected item in bagging it.
And then I went through all of that. It takes 3 readings, so you hand it into the receptionist. 2 days later, you get a phone call saying, your blood pressure reading was exceptionally high. Please come in for a manual reading with the nurse. Well,
yeah.
So I went through all that humiliation for nothing. Why did I get onto that?
Because we're talking about you being short.
Oh, yeah. So it also tells you your height, and that's when I knew I've shrunk.
Yeah. Oh, and also, you and me FPP. That's a very difficult name to read out. Had a disc removed, which would explain some of the extra shrinkage.
That's a good inch or two there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Have you gone through all that?
It's not a calming procedure, is it?
If it wasn't high before, it is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the one in my surgery, it's you sat on a chair with your arm in a hole. It's not that bad.
Yeah, no, this is stood on a platform.
Out. Yeah, that's unpleasant.
I mean, at least it didn't read my weight out loud. It barked orders at me out loud, but it kept the weight to itself, just printed it out on a ticket. And when I went in, I said to the receptionist, I've never used this before. Is it all oh, yeah, she said perfectly self-explanatory. You'll be fine. But it doesn't tell you what to do when there were no directions.
So not at all self-explanatory?
No. And then when it said, now take your ticket and pass the receptionist, I couldn't for the life of me find the hole where the ticket was coming out. So I had to go to the receptionist and she had to come out and show me. And I said, well, you know.
I mean, they've got on your record that you're 62. They're probably not surprised.
Still not much better look.
I mean...
Oh, it's just going to have to... I'm going to end up trimming this, aren't I? I'm not going to do it again. Because I've got to leave enough now to go...
You could always make the ends fuzzier.
Yes, and then cut them. Because they've
trim them like hair.
They fringed them right out, so I could do all that and then trim them. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So I'm gonna just see if I can just tuck them. They don't tell you. They just say not at the other end. They don't tell you how to do that.
Ooh,
but I just
20 years younger. That's impressive.
I think I'm really? Oh, blimey! Well done.
I've got the spine of a 90-year-old man.
I'm sure I'm the other way
round.
round.
In a jar somewhere.
Yeah. I'm sure I must be the other way round.
Yeah. I have the same body composition as a pork scratching.
Yeah. Shall I do that now? Put glue on it now to...
Have you got any fabric tack?
Yeah. I've got some right here.
About 400 different types of glue here.
This will do.
I was amazed that she's got so many... There's like a whole shelving unit full of glue. She didn't have any super glue.
No. It's not something I use a lot, but then when we needed it... Look, see, now I've just wasted some there, so that's going to have to come out again, and I'll just go a bit... Let's go a bit further down. This is awkward.
Yeah, guys, you're right. She is bad. It's... I don't want to say I'm embarrassed to be on stream with her, but... You know...
I don't know why I think it's nice to have him in the room with me sometimes.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm a terrible person. Oh, for those interested, though, the cooking this week was a lot better than the Toad in the Hole.
Yeah. That Toad in the Hole was just...
I enjoyed eating it, but boy, was it an embarrassment.
I'm never making it again. I'm never even trying to make it again.
I'm going to have to try making it next time.
Never.
It's... The thing with Toad in the Hole is it's an art. It's very easy.
The thing is, I normally quite pride myself in my cooking. I'm all right, aren't I, at cooking? Yeah. It's quite unusual for me to turn out something that bad.
I think my favourite thing about it was the fact that Emily showed her Yorkshire mother.
I can't believe it. How embarrassing. Right, I'm going to put a little dot of glue. They don't tell you to, but I'm going to put a little dot of glue in there.
It's so odd being the only person in YouTube chat. You shouldn't be the only person in YouTube chat, Anita.
There's loads of chat going on, Anita. Why aren't you seeing other chat? That's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
I haven't said hello to Cam either.
Yeah.
Although I did respond to the comment, but I forgot to say hello.
It's difficult sometimes when there's a lot of stuff. It's like you don't know if you've said hello to someone, and yeah.
Anita, can you see other people now? You might be the only person. There's nobody else. Won't be in the comments, but in the live chat, there's other people. But you're chatting in the live chat, so.
One thing that might be worth doing for people, by the way, is at the top left of the YouTube chat thing. There's a thing that by default will say top chat with a drop down. If you do the drop down and click live chat, it'll show you the latest chat messages first. Otherwise, YouTube tries to show you what it thinks are the most interesting ones.
Yeah, which with this
little chat is about the same thing.
I'm going to cut that now.
Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? You can hide that either at the seam or in the back.
I can lose that in there.
Yeah. Give it a bit of a roll.
Doesn't give you a lot of guidance about how to finish off there, but that's not too bad.
It's a little bit like that draw the rest of the owl meme, isn't it? Draw 2 circles, then the rest of the owl. Thank you.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I think as suggested, if you fray it first and then
trim it, that'll make it easier rather than try and saw through this or something. Okay, that's the easiest part done. Let's go on to the next colour.
Aha, it's all sorted for Anita. Excellent.
Excellent.
I'll make a nice bag handle.
It would, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes.
Quite comfortable
wouldn't
to
it
use.
just? It feels lovely.
I think I'd buy it for $2.99 and use it for handles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because for $2.99 the materials. I was a bit worried that when I opened it, it would be nasty kind of nylon cord in there or something.
Yeah,
So I'm
rope of
pleasantly
that quality
surprised.
isn't cheap.
No,
It's not the best rope in the world, but it's, for something that's going to be wrapped in something else, it's surprisingly good. Hey, Paula, good morning.
hey Paula. So you're not that late because for you it's like what 9 o'clock in the morning,
Yes.
something like that. You haven't missed much. All I've done is this.
Yeah.
We've had
With
some
some
nice
prime
chat.
insults that have been very cruel to my delightful little mother.
Yeah, as always, nothing new there.
But don't worry, I'll do more of that, so you've not missed anything really.
And if you hear other random people talking, that's not either myself or Tom, we've got, I keep forgetting,
Deb?
we've got Deb
Jolene?
and Jolene. We've got Deb and Jolene in the voice chat in Discord. And Jolene was
7:48.
even brave enough to go on camera and say hello and show us what she's doing, which is some English paper piecing.
See, Zoe's lying again. She's saying that you are delightful. Also, she don't know you very well yet.
She must be talking about Paula.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll hear them talking from time to time.
Yeah.
And anybody,
what's that?
go on.
I was going to tell you off, Annie, because I've done a blooming second order on Temu now. And I have ordered.
Yeah, but you started that. No, it was Jackie that started it, wasn't it?
I ordered, and this is a contradiction in terms. the biggest miniature kit.
Excellent.
Those miniature kits are. Which one is it? Which one did you go for?
It's a blooming Japanese like sushi restaurant.
I think we looked at it briefly, didn't we? Potentially.
Do you know? I'm going. Pardon?
I think we briefly looked at that while you were looking
Yes, we
through.
did. We did look at that one. Yeah.
Because it said, like, obviously you've got your discount voucher, and I know they do it. They do it all the time, don't they?
Yes, they know what they're doing. Absolutely.
They know what they're doing. And,
Yeah.
But I don't buy that much stuff for myself. I tend to sort of buy a lot in one go and then don't buy anything else for ages and ages. So
and you deserve it.
I just thought, I've never done anything like that before, so you know what? Because the one that you said, the one that you've got, the little beach house, that's gone up by a couple of pounds.
Has it?
Yeah, it's gone
I'll
up
be
to
interested to
£12
see what the
something.
prices do. And it looks like when you go into the main blurb, it looks what they say is we do free delivery on most orders, as if that's going to be ongoing, not just a temporary thing, which makes a massive difference. And I was really relieved to see that custom and VAT situation has changed since some years ago when I used to buy from AliExpress when it was a bit of a worry. So yeah, I'll be interested to see how the prices change, because at the moment they're gonna beat Amazon on a lot of prices.
I just went to
What you
look
have
at...
to be careful of as well, though, is I was looking at stuff because I'm trying to sort of revamp my bathroom.
Yeah.
So I've ordered some tiles, and I've ordered some mirror tiles on a roll. And it's like Amazon.
Nice.
There's obviously different outlets, and on one outlet, this roll of tiles that I wanted was like £1.77 a roll.
Yeah.
And then on another one, it was £3. Three times.
Yeah.
So same as Amazon, it's worth having a good old look before.
You've got to troll through lots and lots of different, pictures, and then they're not in order, are they? It's a pain in the backside.
And you can get lost in there for hours.
Yeah. Well, I've ordered stuff that I didn't even know that I needed. So.
Was it you who got, or was it someone else? Because I only saw I didn't have time to answer. Who got the little miniature sewing kit?
Oh no, I posted a photograph of it. I didn't buy it.
Because I looked at that,
just
I so nearly bought that, and then I thought I've done really similar things like that, just with odds and ends myself in a little room box I've done. I don't need to buy it because you can so easily make that yourself. It was very cute. I think I'm going to do a video, maybe just do it next week because it wouldn't take me long to do. I'm going to pull out some of the miniature room boxes I've done from those kits and just mashing them together and just doing my own thing with them. I'll do a little video and just show you how some of them come, because those kits were, I they were really good. They're really good value, I thought.
I just went onto the site to try and look at this thing. Apparently, I won a £100 coupon bundle.
Really?
Well,
because you haven't bought anything yet, and they're trying to tempt you.
Yeah.
See, I have bought something, and they've only given me a £70 bundle.
I mean, I might be too late to.
I did used to buy a lot of stuff from AliExpress when I was into paper crafting a lot. I got some really bargain stamps and die sets and things that I couldn't afford to buy any other. There were sort of ones that I just couldn't afford to buy at the normal prices. Then I started to feel guilty because they were kind of ripping off the manufacturers that first made those, and I felt guilty.
Yeah.
And then the prices went up a bit, and the postage stopped being free, and I just got out the habit of buying from them. But this Temu thing,
I don't know how it's.
My YouTube feed just keeps feeding me people doing unboxings, and on the unboxings, the stuff seems to be in general actually really good.
Yes, it does.
There's been a couple of ones where they say, no, I'm not, I don't want this.
Yeah.
And it's not, there's all sorts of stuff like clothes and handbags and stuff, but
they do have a good returns policy. I mean, I don't know anyone who's tried returning yet, but it sounds good on paper.
Someone I saw had something and they didn't want it, and they said they got the refund the same day.
Really?
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's impressive then.
This coupon bundle is not very good.
Oh, the coupon's not good, isn't it?
It's £25 off orders £50 plus.
Yeah, that's good.
And then several that are £15 off £75 plus.
Oh.
And one £30 off £100 plus orders.
But that first one's worth having.
First one's okay, but yeah, calling that £100 coupon bundle is...
It's a bit misleading.
I wonder if I can use more than one coupon at a time as well.
No, they won't let you use more than one promotion at a time.
Yeah,
Almost
if I get £100 off,
off,
I'd have to spend hundreds.
Yeah.
But
if you just use that first one, it'll be worth doing. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what other people get now. That
yeah,
I did read something when I was looking up about the customs thing. I put my mind at rest about the situation in this country, but I saw something about, I think it was maybe Canada, where somebody was asking in a forum, has anyone else been stung by customs, by duty on Temu orders that they weren't expecting? And there was some kind of kerfuffle going on there, but it seems like here is if it's less than £135 and you've bought it online, the seller should have charged you the VAT, so that's not your problem. And there shouldn't be any customs or handling fee from the delivery, from the courier, unless it's excise, like, alcohol or whatever, which... I think I'd be wary of buying... Maybe I'd be wary of electric goods and clothes. I'd be wary of the sizes.
Yeah, it's always a risk.
But other than that... Look at this, doing this like I know what I'm doing.
Well.
Which I don't.
You're so...
I'll cock it up now. Serve me right. Right, I'm going to put my bit of glue in here. Because I know they don't say you need it, but... Belt and braces, belt and braces. I love that glue.
Don't sniff it.
Doesn't smell of much.
That's everything.
Yeah, I want to have a go building some of those room boxes into little gift boxes and things like that. Like I've got a big, like, empty book-shaped box, like a box file, but it's made to look like a book that John got me years ago, and I thought I could build I've got a little library room box kit. I could build a little library into that giant book. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And instead of the book covers that they provide, I'm going to print off the covers of books I've actually read on my Kindle. So that'd be fun. Hey, there's Kerry. Oh no, Kerry was there before. She just gone quiet.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've been getting loads of good buggers from eBay.
Yeah, it's worth giving them a try, because...
it's worth having a look. They've got this opening sale, because they've just opened in the UK. If they keep on with the free delivery, that makes a huge difference, because then if you can... And there's no minimum order. Yeah. And even for things like embroidery threads and stuff, I thought, well,
Yeah.
look, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. This is a lot more successful than the marble pouring was
The marble
doing.
pouring went fine. Apart from,
I'm still a bit I'm not quite sure how the stitching it together is going to work. And it doesn't look like they're going to line up, so I'm going to have a straight line there, am I? Oh.
Yeah, that's... You'll have to redo the knots that you've glued.
Or the knots that I haven't glued at the first end, because I didn't glue them at the first end, I glued them at the end.
It's clearly not what they're showing on the box.
No.
Because that is just a yarn.
I mean, to be honest, what they're showing, I think this looks... The cord is nicer than what they're showing on the box.
Yeah, quite possibly. But yeah, it's a little bit annoying that it's, if you're expecting to get exactly that, it's not that.
Yeah.
You're just taking a picture of what it actually is.
And it's definitely not macrame. Yeah.
No, not even slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody thinks they might like to have a macrame rainbow wall hanging,
Which is not.
I'm very happy to do this as a giveaway, but just bear in mind that if you win the giveaway, you have to have it however it turns out.
Yeah. And you must display it proudly in your house somewhere.
Yeah.
You haven't got a returns policy then?
No. We have a specific "it's your problem now" policy.
Yeah, it's yours. You have to love it. I think what I'm going to have to do is, I will have to undo one end, because if those ends don't turn out exactly level, that's going to be really irritating.
Could you bind the ends with something to cover the white bit?
Say that again?
Bind the end. It's not going to be even. Just bind the ends so that the white bits are covered. Not explaining that very well, but
Is that making sense to you?
if anyone's doing it, just sort of tie something around the white bits.
Yeah. But I'm still going to end up with the coloured bits going to be not as long as it needs to be.
I'm not explaining very well.
Draw me a picture.
Also, do make sure you're bending it over as much as it is there, because that'll make a slight difference.
Oh, yeah, that'll make some difference, I suppose. Yeah, but not enough.
Not enough, no.
No. So you can't have it like that.
Cover them up with something. Cover the white bits up with something.
But ideally, I want to cover them up with this, don't I? And that's...
Yeah.
Have you not got any yarn that's the same colour
That would look...
that you could budget?
I can't fudge it. My mind won't allow me to fudge it, especially if there was a chance I was going to send it to someone else. I couldn't do it.
See, what
I could just unpick that little bit.
What I'll do is get some of that heat shrink tubing and even it up with that.
That'd look beautiful.
It would, yeah.
I think I will just have to unpick just that last little bit, and but I can do that when I'm stitching it together. I'll just get there. That'll be fine.
Ooh, I'm tired.
Maybe I just haven't put these close enough together. Maybe I could budge them all up a bit.
Can you swirl them round and make like a coaster or something?
Oh, I bet you could. Yeah. Oh no, look, I've got that gappy there. Maybe it is too gappy, and that's why I've gone wrong.
Oh yeah, you've done it all wrong.
I think maybe what I'll do is, once I've actually finished it and put it together and we know what it's going to look like, I'll put a photo in the Facebook group in the Discord and say, put your name here if you want to win it. Let you know what it's going to look like first, because you want to know what you're letting yourself in for.
If you're brave enough to win it.
That's getting a bit... no, it's still not, though.
No.
No, I'm going to have to unpick a bit. Oh, that's annoying. Right, let's see how the next colour goes.
Anita said, can you use binding or ribbon? That's kind of what I meant. so it covers a bit
so
of the
just
cut.
put something.
Yeah.
Oh, so right, okay. So
That's what I kind of meant, but I didn't explain it very well. And that's what I meant.
so if I use something else, some kind of coordinating or contrasting, binding a ribbon, and then I could put a little bit more on this one, a little bit less on that one, so they all end up looking the same, and that would finish them all off. That might be less annoying than unpicking. Yeah.
Yes.
I see what you mean now. I might have to do that when it's all put together. Yeah, I'm sure I can do something. It'd have to be a contrast rather than trying to match it, because I think if try and match it, it'll look...
If you do it in blue, it would be like a rainbow
Sky.
entry.
I could add some beads on long thingies there, and it'd be like rain.
Yeah.
No?
You could stick some rhinestones on the actual rainbow.
Yeah. Let's see how Larry I can make it. Someone's got to win this and stick it on their fridge. Okay, I'm getting used to the binding thing now. It holds itself quite well with not... That last time I realised now I didn't even knot it.
Yeah.
I just went like that and then wound it over itself. I didn't knot it at all. Yeah. That might be why I ended up with a little bit too much on that one.
Could be, yeah. I'm either misreading and misunderstanding, or Paula threatening to put your delightful artwork in the toilet.
You can hang it where you like, Paula. You can hang it where you like. And you can't feel safe because I don't mind sending it to New Zealand if necessary.
Yeah. Pay any amount of money to inflict this on someone.
And I want to see it. Oh yeah, because Paula's been doing up her house. It's all looking gorgeous. Oh, this would be the perfect finishing touch.
Yeah.
It's just what you've been looking for.
It's unique and quirky.
It might go in my bathroom with my tiles that I've ordered off Temu and me sparkly little tiles.
Yeah.
I'm thinking now, I'm picturing it now with like some really Larry rhinestones on there.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
Some little dangles, tassels on the bottom.
It's exactly what you want in a bathroom.
Because there, I mean, that's looking quite, subtle and...
I wouldn't hang it up.
I would. I think it's quite cute. It won't look like that, but...
I don't hang anything on my walls, though, do I?
What if they hung it up with a wire?
Yeah, the instructions even tell you about adding that.
I haven't got any wire. That's one thing they've not provided.
Tie a knot with a cotton string, apparently.
Ah. Well, I've got plenty of something like that. I could use something like that.
Any old garbage to hang up the old garbage. I mean, not garbage. Excellent thing that one of you might win.
That's a good word for macrame, not garbage.
Yes.
When in the 70s, I actually went to an evening class to learn to do macrame, and I went to another one to do tatting, which is like making lace with a little shuttle. Still got that shuttle.
Yeah,
one of the many things I keep meaning to get out. That's it. I think you would, Paula.
Yeah, I think you should.
A little rainbow from Norfolk.
Mm.
I'm a little bit disappointed that it isn't actual knotting, because I do quite like...
Yeah, especially now you're not actually tying a knot at the start or the end.
Yeah, there's no knotting at all going on here. Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to knot the string around the outer loop to make the hanging thing.
Yeah.
Kind of a knot.
Yeah. But I'm just quite impressed with the quality of the materials. I think, like Deb said, actually for $2.99 to make bag handles.
Yeah. You need shorter bag handles than that. You struggle with totes that have long handles.
I do. I'm also thinking I've got some colourful kind of wooden beads and things. Some that would match the colours of these. That might look quite nice as a finishing thing. I can't resist a bit of embellishment.
Anyone can hear the sawing stroke drilling noise next door. That's just John.
Yeah, we're not having work done on the house at this hour of the day. He's up early in the
beads,
morning.
jewels and more to the ends. You could make a wind chime. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I had an amazing, I don't know if anybody will have seen yet, but I had an amazing package of stuff from Sue today. One of the several Sues.
Cat strap.
And it included a little pack of bells, which I think I've put away in my little pot there. But bells. I could have
Put
bells.
those on the end.
Yeah, it's crying out. Yeah, it's crying out for some extras, isn't it? Yeah, that's going to happen. That's going to happen now.
You could have some teardrop-shaped beads coming down. It would look like rain.
Yeah, well, rain has
bird.
already been mentioned. Yeah, yeah.
You could set fire to it so no one ever has to see it again.
This one is coming out way too long, look.
Yeah.
I've done them in the wrong order.
Probably.
No, I haven't.
They
So-
just measure them roughly, they don't care.
So this time I'm going to try and...
For
Finish it at the
$2.99,
right
the cost
level.
of the materials, they're not putting a lot of attention into
No.
measuring things, are they?
And it would be quite hard because everybody's going to wind it, you know,
Yeah.
tighter, more, less tight, you know.
What they should do, though, is say something in the instructions about
Make
making
sure you come to
end
the
them
same
at the
level.
same point.
Yeah.
Because, you know, they've opted to do just 6 instructions here.
Yeah, and there was room for
And there's
another
room
one
for
there.
another. Yeah, they could have put something in there to say something about keeping it even, and how to
Yeah.
deal with fraying the ends or whatever. I don't know.
Something. There was room for more there.
Yeah.
Even without going on to another page, they could have included a bit more.
Yeah.
Well, I was filming something the other day and John did one of his very loud sneezes. And I apologise for sneezing. And Tori heard it and she said she was watching my video and thought it was her own husband sneezing. Because he sneezes just the same.
Like a person who's just been stabbed. Wow.
Oh, look, I'll go a bit further now.
Oh.
Now, this bit
She's
is tricky
messed it
than you
up,
think.
guys.
Getting this to the right level is harder than you think. I might have to
You don't know how hard I think it is.
avail myself of one of the suggestions. Yeah.
Has it got an age suggestion on the box?
If it says 2, that's going to be awful.
It's not suitable for children under 36 months.
So 3 then. Thanks for pointing that out, Deb.
It's like when you get those things where a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle, says 6 to 8 years or something, but it only took me 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I watched a video and I heard it before of somebody doing a jigsaw saying, oh, it's only taken me 20 minutes. And it says it takes 3 years.
Nice. Oh, it's still not long enough.
Still not long enough. I keep thinking it is, but then it's not.
What you need to do is make it slightly longer,
Oh, shut up.
then it'll be long enough.
I'm losing my flip now. I think they must have photoshopped that.
Sure. Yeah, I think you were right when you said it's better that I come over here for these rather than doing it remotely, because I get to annoy you a lot more when I'm actually
You
here.
definitely do.
Not that I'd ever intentionally do anything to annoy you, of course.
Oh, no.
Oh dear. It was an accident, I swear.
I got a couple of days coming up with the house to myself because John's away walking with a friend. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be eating inappropriate food at inappropriate times and spending almost the entire time in my craft room.
Sounds
To be fair, isn't that different from usual, I suppose.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds kind of normal, apart from the
But
time
if I'm
of the
really
food.
into something, I haven't got to stop and get dinner. I can just keep going. I'm going to start my collab piece.
I think you need to get a microwave.
Yeah, I need to think about getting a microwave. I do. Okay, that's going to have to just do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to start my collab piece, which I know what I'm doing, but I just haven't started yet. Seen a couple of brilliant pieces already. I don't think Christine's here, is she? Oh, but she's got, and in the Discord she's put that picture with the snail. That's the beginning of her slow stitch piece. That's for her inspired by you piece. I thought it was a brilliant idea. And Hannah did a fantastic art journal spread. Thought it was amazing. As usual, I've got big ideas but haven't actually started yet. Got a couple of weeks. Are they the easy? No, they're not the easy threading ones. No, they're not. They're not the ones that are meant to have the gap. No, they started off without a gap and then they just broke. I wish I had one up here to show you. I'll post a pic in the Discord and I'll do it on Facebook as well for anyone who's watching. It's not in the Discord. I'll post a picture. I'll be interested to see if it's ever happened to anyone else. So as far as I know, Pony are they're a well-known make. We used to sell them in the shop I was working in last year, and they were a reasonable price, but not stupid cheap. I certainly would expect a new pack of needles to last longer than 2 weeks.
Yes.
I've got one left that isn't broken.
And you're a bit heavy-handed, but not like that.
I mean, normally
because she's so tiny, but she's like the Hulk.
The thing that happens is if I've used it a lot, it will start to bend, and the other thing that will happen is it will get blunt, maybe, or I'll lose them. And they haven't had time to do that. They've literally broken through the eye.
You broke my toilet once.
Hulk smash a needle. I do like those self-threading needles, those easy threading needles, though. They don't work for everyone because you've got to be able to put pressure on at the right point to get them through. It won't always work if you've got gripping problems.
True.
I saw some of them on Temu today. Sorry to keep going on about Temu, and they haven't got the gap at the top. It's kind of like like one of those lobster claws.
Yes, it's where
it's not a claw, but it's kind of the gaps at the side.
Yes, it's different. But
the description says that it's for the elderly.
Yeah, and I think it would be difficult because you've still got you haven't got to see to get it through the eye. You've got to. But you've still got to hook it in the right place and put a little bit of pressure on to get it through.
Dexterity.
So it's still not. Yeah, I'm a big fan. These are fantastic. But yeah, smaller and bigger end, and you can get them through the eye of most sort of anything from like an embroidery needle up through to I love these. Not in the really tiniest little fine needles, but yeah, I think those are brilliant. That's my favourite all-time needle threader at the moment. And they don't break like those foily ones. Okay, look, we're looking... Yeah. I know we've got all different levels there. I'm going to have to adjust that when I put it all together.
Be interesting to see if we do get any entries for a giveaway for this.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, you can go in, you can enter yourself in a draw to not win.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to get one whether you like it or not.
Here's the address to which you should send money if you don't want to win. Otherwise, this will be sent to you regardless.
It's like when your kid comes home from school with something you should love, and you can only love it because it's your kid that made it. I've still got some stuff like that.
How dare you?
I'm talking about Richard's Ninja Turtle.
I know you are, yeah.
Oh. Shall I go and get Richard's Ninja Turtle? I think I've got it. I think I know where it is.
You should, yeah.
It's just next door. Shall I get it?
You should get it.
I'm going to get it because I think you'd like to see
It's a
that.
shame she's already told you what it is, because it would have been a lot more fun if you could have guessed what it
Too
was.
late, yeah, that ship had sailed. I'll see if I can find it quickly. I think I know where it is.
Yeah, while she's getting that, I'll tell you the story about when she broke the toilet.
No! There isn't such a story. I don't know what you're talking about.
There is. She was mopping the floor and smashed the side of the toilet with the mop. I had to call a plumber to get it fixed. Because she's a tiny little Hulk. But, yeah, it's not much of a story, really. I basically had already told you. But
I'm trying to figure out how you actually smash a toilet. There must have been a crack in it originally.
I mean, yeah, it was the little inlet pipe that led up to the cistern. She hit that somehow hard enough while mopping that it cracked and started spewing out water.
That's not near the floor, though, is it?
Well, it starts near the floor.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know how it worked either. It was impressive. Because she's only little, but... yeah.
I'm eating popcorn, so I don't know. Can you hear me crunching?
No.
That's all right.
There's so much tat in this craft room, it's amazing.
Oh, Mum, I can't find
She
it.
can't find it. She's lying.
I've clearly moved it to a new safe place. Oh,
So
that's
safe that you'll
annoying.
never find it again.
No, I will. It might be in that box thing that I've got downstairs with the
safe
the old
place
shop
could
one.
be the bin.
Bam.
That's where she puts most of my
annoying.
stuff in the bin, yeah.
I really wanted
Stuff
to
that
show
she's
you
not
that.
smashing.
I've also got a whole load of little cross stitches that Tom did when he was like really quite young, like a 5 or 6, and
It's very easy.
basically never stopped moving. And then we discovered cross stitch, and that became your obsession for a little while, didn't it? And you used to actually sit still and do that. He did loads of them. ADD hadn't been invented then.
Toilet parts are annoyingly fragile sometimes. Yeah, when you smash them like the Hulk, they sure seem to be. You sure did panic when it happened as well.
I know.
Oh, what are we going to do?
Well, there was water spurting out. It was awful. And I was only trying to help. Well, I was helping.
Yeah.
I was helping.
Got the floor nice and wet.
Oh, a floor
At
had
least
to
it
get
was the
wet
clean
anyway.
water from the
Yeah.
toilet.
Yeah, it's not the waste pipe or
Yeah.
something. Okay, right.
When the plumber came around and said, "What, have you had a charging rhino in here or something?"
Did not.
How giant was the person, the behemoth that broke this?
Do you know what I think with this? Once I level all these up and put some and fringe up the ends and maybe put some cute wooden beads on the end to make it more lively.
It'll be better than it is now.
I think it'll look all right. I think it'd be okay.
Overall, with this kit, I'm impressed with the quality of the materials. Thoroughly disappointed by
The instructions.
the art on the front and the instructions.
And they shouldn't be calling it macrame.
No, because it's not. Yeah. Which I suppose should have been obvious from the picture on the front, which again isn't what this is.
Well, I
but-
thought there might be some knotting. I thought they might be interlinked in some way at the back or something. I don't know what I thought, really. Didn't think it through.
No.
But yeah.
It's going to be nice, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's not what it says it is, but it's going to be nice anyway.
So if anyone would like to win an attractive rainbow macrame wall hanging, should we activate the giveaway thing?
Activate. Let's try.
We might not need to, because if like only one person or no one at all wants to win,
Yeah.
it's not going to be relevant. But if you would like to, I will do my best to make it look.
I
Less awful.
have things hanging up on my front window. I've got like CDs that I've covered with crochet bits and bobs, and I've got
There you
like
go
kind
then.
of dream
This is-
catchers or
This
not.
is going to fit
because-
right in.
because if I don't have dangly things on my window, the baby birds or
They
not
fly
even baby
into
birds,
it.
Yeah.
birds fly into it, and you get like a head shaped.
Yes.
You sort of like they crash in.
Like a body shape like that.
Anyway, even with the danglies. So, rainbow hanging down the middle might.
That might really help. You definitely need to win.
I always feel guilty when the birds smash into the window, but
I
then
know.
The worst is when you have two windows opposite each other. They think they can just fly right through.
I get massive bumblebees, and they just thwack themselves against the window.
Yeah,
they're not the smartest, are they?
Well, they are really smart, but they're just not smart where windows are concerned.
They're just not windows. They just weren't built to. Windows weren't in their makeup.
Yeah.
I love rescuing bees. When you get a sleepy one and you give it some sugar water and you actually manage to rescue it. It's very, very rewarding.
Yeah.
I just went.
Actually, my name Deborah or Debbie actually means bee in Hebrew.
Does it?
Allegedly.
Do you have any trouble with windows?
I have got an awful story to tell about a window.
Oh, go on, tell it.
A sash window when I was a student. I used to go out with this guy, and he lived in this terraced house, and it had a sash window in his room.
Like they used to.
Yeah, and he'd gone out for the day, and I was staying in the house. And I thought it was a really warm summer's day, so I decided to open the sash window. And I was struggling with it, and I managed to open it, but then it suddenly it closed on my fingers. It smashed them.
Oh my god!
So I was actually stuck on the inside of the house with my fingers outside, on the outside, and I was shouting, saying "Help! Help! Help!" And anyway,
God!
Plus, you couldn't lift it because your fingers were stuck in a window.
No. So anyway, I had to wait for somebody to walk past the window, and he had to open the window from the outside.
Oh,
so I had very swollen fingers for quite a while afterwards. And this was when I was doing my jewellery at college.
No,
so,
disaster.
I think my fingers weren't the most nimble.
You could have lost your fingers, couldn't you? You could have done permanent damage.
But yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, it's making me cringe just to think of it. Oh.
Get over it when you're younger.
Yeah, you just kind of bounce back, don't you? Literally sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. It was only a window.
Yeah.
And the embarrassment of having to shout at people.
The embarrassment's probably worse than the fingers. Yeah.
My most embarrassing.
I think they thought I was, I don't know, an installation artist or something like that, screaming and shouting behind the window.
Oh, she's just doing it for effect. Just ignore her. You'll only make it worse.
Oh dear.
I once had to get a complete stranger to help me up. I had this little Lambretta 125 scooter for a very short time when I was in my teens. Couldn't really handle it. I was really tiny. I was like 7 stone nothing. And I stopped because he was coming the other way up this little lane at the back of where we lived. I stopped and just kind of went fell on my side, and it fell on top of me. And I mean, they're only little things, but I couldn't get up. And I thought I looked so blinking cool on this thing. I really thought I was the bee's knees. I just looked like a complete prat. And I had to wait, lying there in my cool gear, while this guy came and rescued me. What an idiot. I hope I graciously thanked him, but all I can remember is embarrassment. It's all blank after that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of... It was a big deal when I was that age. It's funny now, but...
Oh, dear.
Oh. Anybody else got any embarrassing stories they'd like to share? The open string rainbow. Hey, look! That's 3 people now who want to win this.
Well, I've got an embarrassing story.
Oh, no. Is it yours or mine, though? You're not allowed to tell my embarrassing stories. You have to tell your own.
I'm going to say that.
I've got too many embarrassing stories.
Sharing something about yourself story.
I've got another one. My skirt fell off when I was in work once.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Sorry, it's not. Yes, it is funny.
It's quite funny.
Remember back in the day when you used to have those all-in-one, they're like leotards, but they had It was like a body.
Like a body. Did we call them bodies? Body.
Yeah, body. Yeah.
Yeah, we just called it a body, didn't we?
Yeah, I can't remember what they were called. Yeah, with the poppers underneath.
So awkward, especially if you're in a hurry.
Can't relate to this.
I used to wear one of those for work with a wrap-round skirt.
Yeah.
And boots. And I thought I looked really cool. And I did. And anyway, I stood up once when I was in work. I was working in a call centre.
Yeah.
And I stood up and I looked down and I noticed my skirt was around my knees because it was a wrap-round skirt and you tied it with a tie and the tie had come detached. So I just stood up. So I was just stood there with my body suit on. Nothing else.
Could have been worse, I guess.
And I sat down very quickly and pulled my skirt up. But I don't think anybody noticed because it was a call centre, so everybody was like just concentrated on speaking to, Mr. Jones.
Dear.
Yeah. Anyway, there we go.
She's very quickly gone from "I'm sorry, it's not funny" to just "can't breathe." This is what I was like when she showed me that toad in the hole area.
Oh my God.
Nearly died.
Oh God, it's so relatable though. I mean, we've all had those.
I'll tell you another thing, right? I was wearing the same skirt, and you remember Rory? Do you remember Rory McGrath?
Yeah.
He came to where I work because he was doing a promotional video for the place that I was working, and Rory McGrath took a shine to me, and I was wearing that skirt. So anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Was it around your knees at the time?
Yeah, was it around your knees at the time, or
It was later. No, it was.
Well, I did a kind of similar thing with the skirt once, an elasticated waist skirt, and I loved this thing. And I was really slim then and everything. And it was this mustard colour. I used to wear it with this little top, and I was waitressing at the time in this vegetarian restaurant, and we spent a lot of time. The kitchen was upstairs, restaurant was downstairs, open tread stairs, bit slippy, and you'd spend a lot of time running up and downstairs with dishes, with plates of food, blah blah blah. And I used to pile the plates all up along one arm, like you do, and then a couple of plates on this side, and run up the stairs, up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. And the skirt was quite long. It was in my hippie face, and an elasticated waist. I stood on the hem of the skirt. I had the plates this way. As I went up the stairs, I don't know how to explain what I mean. As I went up the stairs, the skirt stayed down and I went up.
You stepped out of your skirt.
So my arse hanging out the back, basically. But I still had these plates. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't and I was open plan stairs, open tread stairs. Oh, mortified. Again, I can't remember anything after that. It just goes blank.
Yeah.
Whenever I've got a hideous situation I don't like to remember, I can remember the build up to it and then
undressing on your way up the stairs.
I remember treading on long gypsy skirts.
Gypsy skirts, that was it. Yeah.
Linda's story about the flares is a good one.
Oh, hang on. What's Linda's story? Hang on. In the 70s, had a pair of big flared trousers on and had to run from a bus. The flares wrapped around the opposite. I can't read. Around the opposite leg, and I went flying across the road. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
She says I shouldn't be laughing after cackling like a witch.
Oh, there's Paula saying, being nice and saying, "Oh, Linda, that sounds painful." And I just laughing. And you had blood on the shoes. Things we do, yeah, like you say, and the things we do for fashion. Dear.
I had they were my favourite pants when I was a kid, and they were flares, and they had embroidered flowers on the pockets and embroidered flowers at the flower bits. I went somewhere and there was a goat, and the goat tried to eat the flowers.
The goat wouldn't stop on discovering that it wasn't really flowers either, would it? They'd just eat anything.
Oh, God. I can remember having a pair of flares that, it was when I first learnt to sew, because we would get given bags of like second-hand clothing, and it was like treasure bags. I was the oldest, so I got first dibs, and I was the one that learnt to sew. So I learnt how to make like an old lady dress into a fashionable 70s smock, and how to put like flares into a pair of big.
Was there a lot of brown involved?
There was quite a lot of brown. Like put triangular kind of wedge shapes into jeans to make them really bell bottoms, and matching patch pockets. I can remember putting gingham inserts and then matching gingham pockets to.
Sounds awful.
And making like my little sister got sort of a decade later, had a pair of old flares. She and her friend Jane made they were skinny minis then. They got one pair of old flare trousers of Jane's mum's and made it into a pencil skirt for each of them. Each leg made a pencil skirt. Those flares are so wide. Oh, it's nice, good to have a laugh, isn't it?
I remember taking this was when the flares went out of fashion. I remember getting my school skirt, which was an A-line skirt, which was the height of unfashionability.
Yeah, we hated them.
And sewing the seams up on this A-line skirt to make it the most tightest mini skirt possible.
And there was always that thing, whatever the fashion was, school uniform dictated it had to be just not. So if fashion was below the knee, you had to be above the knee, and
it's got to be whatever looks the worst.
If you wanted to be wearing maxis, fashion, the school uniform suddenly would be almost like minis, but not in a good way. And
we used to have to kneel on the floor, and your skirt used to have to be 4 inches above your knee.
Ah, right.
4 inches above your knee, and then it suddenly went to like, well, no, you can't show your knees.
Yeah,
and
so then it's
exactly sort of mid calf length.
And then there was the thing about how you tied your tie. Like we used to do big fat kipper tie, and the fashion was to get your tie and wind it round so many times before you put it through and tied the knot.
Tiny little
it was a big fat knot like this, and a tiny little flappy bit that looked ridiculous. But we thought we were cool. Well, I was never actually cool. I was a Keeley swat trying to be cool, but it never was. But
No, I was one of the in-betweeners, I suppose.
Were you? Yeah. Yeah, I tried desperately, but it didn't help being 6 inches shorter than everybody else, never having the right clothes.
See, old-fashioned
just being a bit odd.
Old-fashioned might have been absurd, but what's that?
So yeah, that's new fashion, but I can kind of see. Can we manage to show that? Look at this.
So it's gone from holes in jeans to just have the leg off. Yeah. It's fine.
I can sort of see, if you've got a figure like that, though, I can see that you are showing off bits
just
of it.
Wear some shorts.
And then there's the thing about the lads wearing their jeans round their knees with their pants showing over the top. What's that about?
Yeah.
How can you walk like that?
Oh, there's an excellent video where someone shouts, pull up your pants to someone, they chase and fall over.
How can you walk in a really tight miniskirt with stiletto heels? So
fair enough.
I would definitely struggle with that. For so many reasons. Everyone watching me would also struggle.
I don't know, I'd pay to see that.
Would you though?
Yeah. Look, I'm on the last thing. This might be the one time I actually finish a project during my live, but I won't finish it because I've got to stitch it together and add some bits.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to finish it, but you might get all the things.
I will get all the things coiled though.
Yeah.
So have we actually had? I think we've
had a few entries.
Have we? So have we said that if you want to enter, type join?
Yeah.
Type exclamation mark join.
Yeah.
What have we got to type?
Type !join. All lowercase, no gaps, no spaces.
As I've just made you type
I'm only doing this for my birds bashing in the window.
Yeah.
If you would like to win this, not macrame, not macrame, if you'd like to win this very attractive going to be a rainbow wall hanging or window hanging, type !join. Hey, Susie Q wants it. But you have to accept it however it turns out. It's going to be yours. Even if, like Paula, you have to hang it in your back toilet.
Lisa, you need to have an exclamation mark before the join.
Oh, Lisa, you need to put exclamation mark first.
The way just like Deb and Susie have just done
like Deb has just above your comment, like Deb has done it.
Yeah.
If you're not sure if you've done it right or not, just do it again, because the bot won't allow you to enter twice anyway. It does it all automatically.
Yeah.
It's good to have a bot. I said bot.
Sounds like but.
Zoe, that's the fashion. No, he was a fashion icon just very early. What did we miss? Zoe said, fashion of the blokes in the mid-2000s, yeah. An ex-boyfriend who was a guitarist prancing back on the stage with his trousers under his bum. Yeah, it's nuts, isn't it?
Yeah, probably under those too.
Zoe's just said she does. It's thank goodness she doesn't feel old.
Hey, Nicola, I didn't see Nicola in there before. I'm glad somebody wants it.
Yeah. Someone must want it.
If your name comes up and you don't answer my request for your address because you don't really want it, I will be hurt.
Yeah, I mean, my name isn't there. Your name isn't there, so you might win it.
Oh.
You might have to keep it.
Yeah.
Which I think would be hilarious. If I end up getting it for Christmas, though, it's going in the bin. I mean, it's lovely. It's not horrible at all.
I think I will manage to make it look all right. And I do think the materials are nice. So,
yeah.
What was that noise?
That's someone joining Discord.
Oh.
It's Buzzard Legs.
Buzzard Legs. Hello, Buzzard Legs. Say hello so we can hear you.
Hello.
Hello, Buzzard Legs. Have you got a real name? Do you just want to be called Buzz?
Yes, I'm Lisa.
Lisa. Hello, Lisa.
Lisa.
Hello.
So are you Lisa that's what was there just now?
I think
that was up in the comments just now. Lisa Page there.
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
That's me.
It gets so confusing when there's different people have different names on different platforms, and we've got like a million Sues, different Sues.
Oh yeah, that's me. So I'll be recognisable as Buzzard Legs. My legs are nothing like a buzzard's. I promise you.
Why did you pick that name?
For that reason, my legs are nothing like a buzzard's.
Good enough reason, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, you sound suitably weird enough to join our company. So,
although you're still not actually in the prize draw at the moment because you need an exclamation mark before the word join.
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to correct that. I was just trying to put a picture of my little stitching bit I've done.
Yes.
But I'm new to Discord, so I've not really got the hang of it yet.
So you can you can put it in the there's a live stream follow along channel in the public gallery section there, or as you're in the voice chat, if you click on the little camera icon, you could just point your phone or whatever at what you're doing, and we could see you
on my back.
We can share what you're showing on the stream.
How do I put a picture on this? Oh,
I thought that was very brave of Jolene to do that earlier on without any warning at all. Just come up on camera.
Doesn't look very good, but there we go.
Photos are difficult, aren't they, though? Let's have a look.
I love that Zoe is preemptively shushing me. As if I was going to say anything about her being 21.
You're like, 21 at the end of the month, yeah. Do you want me to do some head slapping for you now?
I'm definitely agreeing that she's 21.
Hey! Oh, is that a Russian doll?
Yes.
I love Russian dolls. I got a real thing about them. Oh, that's cute. That looks really cute.
It's my first attempt at some embroidery on a hexie. I'm very, very new to all this.
But you're doing an excellent job. Look at it.
Looks great.
Yeah. I'm honestly a firm believer. It's the kind of thing that anyone can do. We can all have. It's lovely. It's so. I find
That's
it so.
What appeals to me with slow stitching.
Yeah.
No rules. No. It doesn't have to be straight and just enjoy the colour and the fabrics. And
what you love about it. And I mean, hats off to. I've got enormous respect for what I call proper embroiderers who can really do. Funnily enough, one of the ones I love to watch is Sarah Humphrey. And Sarah Humphrey embroidery, beautiful. She shows the stitches so well. But she's now got like a sister channel she calls Sarah Humphrey Creates. And in that, I like that better really, because in that she's exploring slow stitching. And she says that because she was taught proper embroidery, she did the proper school of embroidery, she did her City and Guilds and stuff, and they you must not touch the fabric, you must keep it covered at all and she said you don't enjoy it in the same way, you don't feel the fabric. So she's now enjoying slow stitching, and she really, so it's called Sarah Humphrey Creates. Really good. And she was doing this thing, I've forgotten what it's called, but you get a big jar, like a kilner jar, and you put dye substances in there. So it might be like onion skins, or she had all sorts going in there. So you put some of the dye stuffs, then you put a bit of fabric or silk ribbon, then you put some hot water in, then you put a different kind of dye stuff in, you change the colour as you go up the jar. Then you sit it in a windowsill in the sunshine for 3 months. And then you take it out and see what you've got. And she'd got all these amazing... she's really having fun. And it's like a whole different person. I love her proper embroidery, but I love her... Yeah, check her out. She's... and she's just loving it. And she said the same thing. It's like the slow stitching is... just so much more easy go. Liberating. That's a good way to put it. Not intimidating.
I don't like the sound of something where you're not allowed to touch the fabric. Why? Get out.
But when you look at what they do, I mean,
sure, the results cool and everything, but on the other hand,
but I want to do it because I'm enjoying doing it.
Did you see her Princess and the Pea project, Sarah's?
No. No.
She's got a YouTube video out on her, what was it, the Embroiderers Guild that she was graduated with or whatever. For a graduation thing, they had to produce something, and it was the Princess and the Pea, and it's an amazing thing.
I have seen it.
Four-poster bed with a princess in it, and that is just something else.
I don't know why I forgot when you first said it. Yeah, I have seen it. It was incredible. And you just technically, it was... But she's got some of these pieces she's kept absolutely pristine since she was at school. Like, it must be a few years ago now, mustn't it? And they're just... And she still uses them as examples, and she still, teaches from them now. But I think she's enjoying the slow stitching more.
Sounds more enjoyable.
Yeah, I remember that Princess and the Pea thing now. The way she did the bed and the drapes and everything, and it was like reminiscent of really kind of old embroideries. Just beautiful.
Yeah, it's all the technical drawing she did beforehand as well.
Yeah.
But, it's not just making something. It's a whole...
It's the planning and the technical, the technical side of it. And the thing that I really admire as well, that I haven't found a way to do yet, is how she films it and explains it, and that's an art in itself.
I mean, I followed her video on how to do the shisha mirror, which was really good. Obviously it didn't turn out as well as hers, but the way she explains stuff it's she goes into such detail. So
she definitely gives you the tools, doesn't she? Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought, talking of Princess and the Pea, I still need to finish that digital version of your thing, don't I?
My colouring page, or potentially colouring page. Yeah, that'd be good. Look, I finished all 5 coils. All 5.
All 45 of them.
Yeah. And I've got bits left of some of them and not others, so I suppose that could become the hanger now.
It could.
Oh,
Yeah.
None of them has turned out to be... See, those
are
bent up
close.
the back, those are not bad. I quite like just those 3 colours. So, yeah, I'm going to have to...
A rainbow. Why didn't they just... you've kind of got... The colours are really nice in it.
Yeah, but it's not a rainbow.
It's not...
Yeah.
Absolutely not a rainbow.
Those are actually quite level enough. I could deal with that, but then it goes a bit awry.
It claims that they are stylish pastel colours, perfect for hanging in your home.
You can make them into horseshoes.
Yeah.
For really soft places. Look, those are actually all level. It's only the middle one. What's the problem now?
Well, only one to fix then.
Yeah, that's not bad then.
Yeah, actual rainbow colours would be a little bit...
It might
That'd
be
be
a bit
too obvious. It's called a Rainbow Macrame kit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The needle doesn't look great quality. I don't know if it all...
Well, at least the eye hasn't snapped
Can
yet.
you see that towards the point? It's like really rough. That's probably not going to be too much of a problem. And I'm not sure how... that's going to be fairly hard work going through these, but not too bad. Just need to go between the gaps, I guess, so I don't... Yeah, I think it'll be all right.
What's bothering me about the rainbow is it's backwards.
How can it be backwards if it's not even the right colours?
Because it's kind of the right colours. You've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Kind of.
Richard of York goes battling.
Yeah, but the red's meant to be on the outside.
Oh, shut up.
It's backwards.
Let's not listen to him. Right,
No,
so it's
the
only this
red-
one.
I thought the red was meant to be in the middle. Red's the first one, isn't it? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
Well, first, from which direction is the question.
Well, from the
I
middle
wasn't sure, so
now.
I've looked up pictures now.
Should we just choose to ignore him?
Yeah, you can ignore the nerd, but the nerd's still right.
I'm just going to have to spread this out a bit, or end up just having the 4 colours because they all match.
Oh, clouds made of felt or foam at the ends would be cool. Yeah, good way of covering the end.
Oh yeah,
Pot of gold on one end.
few extra beady things. I think this is going to be a phenomenal hanging when I finish. Being me, I won't be able to just leave it at this because it's far too tasteful.
Yeah. Of course, the worrying thing is that you guys are going to win it before you see what it's like.
Yeah. Whoever wins it has to accept it and has to send me a picture of it hanging in their home.
We've got loads of entries.
Soon burn it afterwards. I think it's probably time to finish doing that and actually do the draw because we need to stop in a minute.
Probably do the draw, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shall we close the giveaway now? Give you
What
guys
does FTW stand for?
for the win.
For the win. I thought it's free the world.
In other words, she's saying that nerds are most excellent.
We love nerds. We are nerds. It would look lovely in a nursery, Lisa. Actually, that is correct.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, last few seconds to join.
Yeah.
Of course, by the time they hear me saying this, I will have closed it anyway. But
just about to close the giveaway. Thank you for coming, Lisa Buzzard Legs.
The giveaway is now closed.
Nerds re the best. Did you mean are the best? or re the best?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just putting all your names into the Wheel of Fortune. Did you take my name out? Because it would be embarrassing if I won
I'm
it.
going to leave it in there.
Okay. if I come up, well, we'll spin it again.
Yeah,
Otherwise it looked like a fix.
it will.
I don't want
She didn't want to get rid of it. It's too precious to her now. Disappointed that Chris isn't here to enter.
Oh yeah. For the time it's taken, if I like how it turns out, I'd make one again for like a present for my sister. Because I think she'd quite like something like that.
If your name comes up, you should give it to Chris.
Whether he likes it or not.
Yeah. You won a prize at last.
Right, we go to the giveaway. I love the giveaway.
Just want to do this to make sure that it's going to actually show up the way it should. Lucky I did, because it's not.
Ooh.
Oh no, someone's left. Right. So, are you guys ready to win?
I bet
I hope so.
I bet they're beside themselves with excitement.
Yeah.
It's going quite slowly.
Tune in now. Maybe not. No.
Oh no, it's okay. It's moved. It's 30Q.
Hey.
Well done, Susie.
Congratulations, you've won some tatty old row.
Well, I already got your address because we've just done a swap, haven't we? So
Yeah,
I don't
perfect.
need your address. I can. As soon as this is finished, give me a couple of days. I'll get that in the post to you. You lucky girl.
It may look less awful than it currently does.
And I do expect to see a photo of it hanging in your home.
Yes.
But I love that Russian doll.
It's good. Yeah.
Somewhere I've got a stamp set with the Russian dolls I haven't used yet. I've got the thing about them. I've got a couple of sets of Russian dolls, so
Yeah.
we have won today, Susie.
You have.
Lucky thing.
What a prize.
I think it'd be okay.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
I've seen worse things.
definitely. I think that's quite cute.
Not offered, but
I like the colours.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll finish it. It'll take me a couple of days just to finish it, sew it all together, and put some extra special finishing touches. And then quite like Gabby's idea of some kind of clouds to cover the ends. And then I will get it in the post to you. I'll take a picture as well and show everybody in the Discord and the Facebook as well. See how it turned out. Thanks for coming, everybody.
Yeah, it's good to see so many
It's
people
really nice
here.
to see you.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed doing these lives, and I always worry beforehand that nobody will turn up.
Yeah, you always seem to panic that no one's going to turn up. Everything's going to go wrong. They'll all hate you.
Yeah.
But as I tried to tell you, doesn't matter if no one turns up. Nothing's going to go wrong. They all hate you already anyway.
And it
Nothing
did
to
go
lose.
pretty horribly wrong last time. And we still had a good time anyway,
It did,
didn't we?
yeah.
That was funny. Susie Q's already got raindrop beads.
Perfect.
So you can add them yourself as well. If you like, whatever I put, you can always add more. It could get as leery as you like. Yeah. I think the most tricky bit is going to be like stitching these pieces together. I don't think that's going to take too long.
Yeah, it should
Get
be.
that done in a day or two.
Yeah. As long as you get the first bit going through at roughly the right position.
Yeah. And then just follow it round.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
And because I think because they are varying in sizes like that, it will have to hold it. It will hold itself into that shape, won't it?
To an extent, yeah.
So that's the bit that's concerning me. I don't want it.
You can have it all
up.
straight for the first
I don't
stitch.
want it to look like that because that would be disappointing.
But it'll hold itself there. If you have them all straight to start with and all lined up, do one straight stitch through there and then curve them round afterwards, so you've got it anchored straight
Yeah. Okay.
at first.
That sounds sensible.
Yeah.
We can blame
Sounds
Tom if it all
sensible.
goes wrong.
Yeah, blame me, because it's clearly my fault.
Yeah. Thanks, Anita. Thanks for coming. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
good to see
And
so many
thanks
people.
I keep. Why are names
Right, thanks
leaving me
very much.
today?
Bye.
Deb and Jolene
Bye.
and Buzzard Legs.
Yeah.
Buzzard Legs Lisa. Thank you very much for being brave enough to join us in the voice chat. That was fun. That made it extra fun, that
Thank you.
did.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
And good to
see you
share
again
your
soon.
stuff there as well. Nice to see what other people are
Yeah. Got a thing about Russian dolls. I love Russian dolls.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Right, we probably better go and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, we
Night,
probably
night,
better
sleep tight.
go. Night, night.